Let me ask you something. If AI could think for itself, make decisions on the fly, and take action without waiting for human input, would that be the biggest technological revolution of our time? Because guess what? It's already happening. This is Agentic AI, the next evolution of artificial intelligence. We're talking about AI that doesn't just follow commands, it figures things out on its own. It's already running financial markets, diagnosing diseases, predicting machine failures, and even deciding what you watch on Netflix. And it's only getting smarter. So here's why you need to stick around. By the end of this video, you're going to understand how companies are making billions using this tech, what's coming in the next 5 years, and most importantly, how you can stay ahead before it's too late. If that sounds like something you need to know, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and let's get started. First slide, let's go. So you've stumbled into the world of agentic AI, have you? Back in my day, oh, wait, it is my day. Never mind. Let's start again. You see, the thing about agentic AI is it's not your grandpa's artificial intelligence. No, sir. This isn't that old Ask Jeeves nonsense. No blinking cursor waiting for you to ask, what's the weather in Copenhagen? Nope. This is a different beast altogether. Agentic AI doesn't wait for you to tell it what to do. It just does. Like a teenager with a credit card, but somehow less terrifying. Now, what makes this so groundbreaking? Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you've got an AI that can do more than just follow rules. It can figure things out, adjust, learn, and adapt all on its own. The fancy word they like to throw around for this is autonomy. Yeah, sounds futuristic, doesn't it? But don't get too comfortable. It doesn't stop there. These little systems have goal-oriented behavior. That means they're not just out there wandering aimlessly like your Uncle Bill after 2 glasses of wine. They're focused. Take this tablet I'm holding. Back in 2025, we thought using AI to recommend cat videos was advanced. But now, agentic AI is predicting equipment failures, diagnosing diseases, and analyzing legal documents faster than a law clerk in their prime. It's not waiting for someone to tell it what to do. It's already halfway through the job while you're still debating what font to use on your PowerPoint. And what's it all for? Efficiency, they say. Productivity, they say. Maybe even world domination. I don't know. But it's the kind of tech that's poised to change the game, whether you're ready or not. So buckle up, light your vape if you've got one, and let's see just how far down this rabbit hole goes. Welcome to Agentic AI. You've got questions? Too bad. It's already figured out the answers. Tuesday morning at a factory. Somewhere in Germany, let's say. The machines are humming, gears are grinding, and Hans, the guy in charge of maintenance, has his coffee in hand. Now, usually, Hans spends his day waiting for something to break before he scrambles to fix it. But not today. Today, Hans gets a message on his tablet right before his first sip of coffee. The AI is like, "Hey, Hans, that compressor on line 3, it's about to go belly up in about 36 hours. Better take a look." Hans doesn't panic. He calmly schedules a quick repair, avoiding what could have been a massive shutdown. And just like that, Siemens AG, the company behind this operation, saves a ton of money. We're talking a 20% reduction in maintenance costs and a 15% increase in production uptime. Machines run smoothly, Hans gets to enjoy his coffee, and everyone's happy. That's predictive maintenance, powered by Agentic AI. Now jump with me to Minnesota. It's snowing because of course it's snowing. It's Minnesota. Inside Mayo Clinic, a doctor is reviewing a case. Normally, diagnosing something like a heart condition takes time, pulling together scans, patient histories, and lab results. But now, the AI steps in. It's already gone through all the patient data, cross-checked imaging scans, and analyzed medical histories faster than you can say stethoscope. It doesn't just hand over raw data either. No, it gives a clear diagnosis and even suggests the next steps. The result? Diagnostic times are cut by 30%, unnecessary procedures drop by 15%, and patient outcomes improve. That's Agentic AI at work in healthcare, where speed and accuracy literally save lives. And finally, let's head to Wall Street. Well, not the actual street, but JPMorgan Chase's office. Their AI system, Coin, is doing what used to take entire legal teams months to complete. You know those thick stacks of legal documents with terms like force majeure and hereinafter referred to? Yeah, those. Coin analyzes them in seconds, pulling out key data points like a legal ninja. This isn't just cool. It's saving them 360,000 hours of manual review every single year. And it's not just faster, it's more accurate too, reducing compliance risks and freeing up employees to focus on the big stuff. So what's the thread here? Agentic AI isn't just a tool. It's like that overachiever in class who not only aces the group project, but finishes early and polishes the PowerPoint for you. From factories to hospitals to finance, it's solving problems faster and more efficiently than we ever could. Stick with me because this is just the beginning. We're about to dive deeper into the benefits and challenges of implementing this tech. Spoiler alert, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Let's roll. The perks and pitfalls of agentic AI. You know, the good, the bad, and the what were they thinking moments. First up, benefits. Imagine you're running a business. Maybe it's a high-tech factory, or maybe you're selling artisan pickle jars online. Hey, I don't judge. Now, what if I told you that agentic AI can save you time, money, and headaches? Sounds great, right? These systems are the efficiency kings. They automate the boring stuff like data entry or scheduling maintenance so you can focus on the fun stuff like figuring out why your best-selling pickle jar has a cult following on TikTok. Here's the kicker. Businesses aren't just shaving off seconds. They're saving millions. Agentic AI slashes operational costs by taking on complex workflows that humans would need coffee, energy drinks, and 3 all-nighters to figure out. And when the market shifts, these systems adapt faster than a cat chasing a laser pointer. It's like having an employee who doesn't need lunch breaks, vacations, or dental coverage. What's not to love? But, yes, there's a but. Let's talk about the challenges because, life can't be all pickles and sunshine. First off, ethics. Imagine this. Your AI makes a decision and it turns out that decision was biased. Who gets blamed? You, the AI, the guy who programmed the AI? Turns out accountability in AI is like trying to figure out who ate the last slice of pizza. Nobody's owning up to it. And let's not forget data privacy. These systems eat data for breakfast. They need constant streams of information to get smarter, which sounds fine, until you realize some of that data is, sensitive. Imagine explaining to your customers why their cat video search history accidentally got included in your sales pitch. Then there's the complexity. Deploying agentic AI isn't like downloading an app and hitting install. No, it's more like assembling IKEA furniture, but instead of a missing screw, you're dealing with missing data sets. And those change management meetings, they'll become your new hobby. Let's not even get into how reliant we're becoming on AI for decision making. It's like letting your GPS decide where you go, but instead of missing your exit, the stakes are, oops, we lost $1 billion. There's a reason people are cautious. So, here's the bottom line. Agentic AI is powerful, but it's not foolproof. It's like giving a Ferrari to someone who's only driven a go-kart. There's potential for greatness, but there's also potential for disaster if you don't know what you're doing. Coming up, we'll talk about how to roll this out strategically so you don't end up with a digital Frankenstein's monster. Stay tuned, it's about to get real. All right, let's talk about strategic implementation. And look, I hate to be the one to say this, but buying a tool just because it has a shiny sticker that says Agentic AI on it is not a strategy. It's like buying a $200 blender because it looks cool on your counter, but you don't even know how to make a smoothie. Sure, it's fancy, but are you really using it for what it's meant to do? So, if you're thinking of jumping into agentic AI, here's how you do it the smart way. Step 1, define clear objectives. Ask yourself, What are we actually trying to achieve here? Are you looking to cut costs, boost customer satisfaction, or dominate your industry? Be specific. This isn't a New Year's resolution like exercise more. This is a business decision. You need goals that are clear, measurable, and actually worth pursuing. Step 2. Start small with pilot projects. This is your testing phase. It's like trying out a new dish at a restaurant before committing to the all-you-can-eat buffet. Find a high-impact use case that could deliver immediate value and test it out. Monitor the results, tweak the strategy, and learn what works before going big. Step 3. Scale up. Once your pilot project proves its worth, then and only then do you start rolling it out across the organization. Think of it like upgrading your house one room at a time. You wouldn't redo the entire place in one go unless you're okay with living in chaos. Test, improve, and then expand. And while you're at it, make sure your tech infrastructure can handle the AI. The last thing you want is to be halfway through implementation and realize your system is held together by duct tape and good intentions. Step 4. Continuous monitoring and improvement. Look, AI isn't a set it and forget it kind of deal. You don't just turn it on and hope for the best. You need to keep an eye on it. How's it performing? Is it delivering the results you hoped for? Gather feedback, analyze metrics, and optimize. This is a process, not a one-time event. Now, here's the thing. Nobody tells you. Implementing agentic AI isn't just about the tech. It's about getting everyone on board. If your employees don't understand what this AI is supposed to do, or worse, if they feel threatened by it, your shiny new system is going to gather dust faster than that treadmill you swore you'd use every day. So don't fall into the trap of thinking the tool is the solution. The strategy is the solution. The tool? That's just the thing that helps you execute it. And if you've done your homework right, you'll know exactly how to use it. Coming up next, we're diving into the future of agentic AI, where this tech is headed, and how it's going to reshape industries. Let's go. All right, folks, here we go. First of all, where's the smoke machine? Let's get the lights down low, light some candles, and roll out the glass ball. And yes, a few tarot cards on the table for good measure, because we're diving headfirst into the future of agentic AI. Now, I know what you're thinking. Predicting the future of technology, bold move. But hear me out. With all the trends we're seeing, it's not so much predicting as it is connecting the dots. And trust me, the picture that's forming is nothing short of mind-blowing. Let's start with 2024 to 2025, enhanced autonomy and decision-making. This is where AI systems stop waiting for instructions and start setting their own goals. It's like giving your Roomba the ability to not just clean your house, but decide which room needs cleaning first and why your cat keeps knocking over the plants. Except this isn't about vacuums. It's about systems that can optimize workflows, solve problems in real time, and make decisions faster than you can say, wait, what just happened? 2026, multimodal capabilities step into the spotlight. This is AI on steroids. Instead of analyzing just one type of data, like numbers or text, it's taking in everything: images, videos, audio, you name it. Imagine a customer service AI that not only answers your questions, but picks up on your frustration from your voice, reads your expressions, and tailors its response accordingly. It's like dealing with a customer service rep who actually cares, except this one doesn't need coffee breaks. 2027 to 2028, ethical AI takes center stage, and honestly, about time, because while we love the speed and efficiency, we don't want our AI systems running around making biased decisions or crashing the economy because someone forgot to check the fine print. This era is all about transparency, accountability, and making sure the robots aren't going rogue. Think of it as the AI version of keeping it classy. 2029, economic impact like you've never seen. By now, agentic AI is projected to contribute a casual 2.6 to 4.4 trillion Yes, trillion, to the global economy annually. Sectors like energy and healthcare are throwing in massive investments, and it's paying off big. It's like watching the tech version of the gold rush, but instead of pickaxes, we've got algorithms. And finally, 2030, redefining business operations entirely. By this point, companies aren't just using AI, they're built around it. Resource allocation, customer engagement, complex workflows, it's all running smoother than ever before. It's not just about doing things better, it's about doing things we never thought possible. So, what's the takeaway? The future of agentic AI isn't just bright, it's blazing. But here's the thing, you don't want to sit back and watch it happen. You want to be in the game, making moves now so you're ready for what's coming next. Let's blow out the candles, pack up the tarot cards, and talk about how this tech is already reshaping industries. Coming up, AI adoption in the GCC region and why it's leading the charge. Let's go. All right, let's take a look outside the usual suspects. Forget the US tech giants, the efficient but maybe a little too chill Germans, and no, we're not copying China this time. Let's head somewhere unexpected. Let's take a look at the GCC region. Yep, the Gulf Cooperation Council. They're not just about oil and luxury cars anymore. They're quietly, or maybe not so quietly, leading the charge in AI adoption. First up, rapid integration of AI technologies. Organizations in the GCC are moving fast. We're talking Lamborghini speeds here. They're not dipping their toes in. They're diving headfirst, using AI to enhance operational efficiency and drive innovation. Business leaders, they aren't just exploring AI. They're treating it like the next gold rush. Why? Because staying competitive in this market means either leveraging AI or becoming irrelevant. And then there's generative AI as a game changer. Let me hit you with a stat. 73% of CEOs in the Middle East believe generative AI is going to fundamentally reshape how their companies create, deliver, and capture value in the next 3 years. That's not just optimism. That's a call to action. They're looking at this tech and seeing not just opportunity, but necessity. But it's not just talk. The economic impact and investment growth projections here are staggering. By 2030, generative AI could contribute somewhere between $2.6 trillion and $4.4 trillion annually to global GDP, and the GCC is betting big, particularly in energy. Investments in AI in this sector are expected to triple from $40 billion in 2023 to over $140 billion by the end of the decade. Why? Because when you're sitting on massive natural resources, you want AI to help you squeeze every last drop of efficiency and innovation out of it. So what's the takeaway here? The GCC isn't playing catch up, they're setting the pace. While some parts of the world are still debating whether AI is scary or revolutionary, the Gulf region is already transforming industries and rewriting the rulebook, and honestly, it's kind of refreshing to see. It's proof that innovation isn't limited to Silicon Valley or Berlin, it's happening everywhere. Coming up, let's look at the specific economic impacts of generative AI and why these investments aren't just about growth, they're about rewriting the future. Stay tuned. All right, let me just take a quick look in my wallet. Oh, still $17.76 for the month. Yeah, no big investments happening on my end right now. Clearly, the global economy forgot to send me my cut of that AI money. But let's set my financial situation aside and talk about the actual economic impact of generative AI, because this is where the real money's flowing. First up, the big headline, generative AI is projected to add $2.6 to $4.4 trillion annually to the global economy by 2030. That's trillion with a T. It's like finding out your little side hustle suddenly became a multinational empire. We're talking about transformative potential here across industries ranging from healthcare to retail to transportation. Now let's zoom in on the energy sector. Investments in generative AI here are expected to triple from $40 billion in 2023 to over $140 billion by the end of the decade. Why? Because AI can do things like optimize drilling operations, reduce waste, and even predict energy consumption patterns with pinpoint accuracy. It's the kind of tech that saves billions while also making you look good on your sustainability reports. And then there's the 73% of CEOs in the Middle East who are absolutely convinced that generative AI is about to shake up how their companies create, deliver, and capture value. That's not just optimism, it's a blueprint for the future. They're already banking on AI as the key to staying competitive, which honestly feels like the smartest bet anyone could make right now. But here's the kicker. It's not just about a single sector or region. Generative AI's transformative potential spans every industry you can think of: manufacturing, finance, healthcare, retail, transportation, you name it. It's helping businesses find new revenue streams, improve customer experiences, and operate more efficiently than ever. Basically, if you're in business and you're not thinking about how AI can make you better, you're already a step behind. So, while I'm still waiting for my paycheck to catch up with these projections, one thing's clear. This isn't just about adding zeros to some spreadsheet. This is about reshaping how the entire global economy works. Coming up next, let's dig into the frameworks that make all this possible. Because trust me, the tech behind it is just as fascinating as the money. Let's go. All right, so now that we've got the basics covered, let's loosen up a bit and have some fun. You didn't think we were going to stay stuck in corporate jargon land forever, did you? No. Now we're talking about the cool stuff. Multimodal Gen AI frameworks. Okay, what's that mean? Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Think of it like this. You've got one AI that can analyze text, another that can understand images, and maybe one that's really good with audio. Now imagine you bring all of them together like a superhero team, except instead of saving the world, they're optimizing your workflows and making your customer service flawless. That's multimodal Gen AI. Here's where it gets interesting. These frameworks aren't just about handling multiple types of data, they're about collaboration. One AI might focus on the numbers, another interprets visual data, and yet another handles the tone of someone's voice. Together, they create a full, rich picture of whatever problem they're tackling. It's like having a symphony of AI, where each one plays its part in perfect harmony. Or maybe it's more like a jazz band, because let's be real, sometimes they're just improvising. Now let's talk about decision making. With this kind of tech, it's not just about making better decisions, it's about making faster, more informed decisions in real time. Imagine you're running a retail store, and this system not only analyzes customer preferences, but also predicts which products will fly off the shelves during a holiday weekend. By the time your competitors figure out what's happening, you've already restocked and cornered the market, but it doesn't stop at retail. These frameworks can work across healthcare, logistics, finance, you name it. For example, one AI agent might scan patient records, another interprets X-ray images, and a third cross-references symptoms against global medical data. Together, they give doctors recommendations faster than ever, saving lives in the process. So yeah, this is where Agentic AI gets really exciting. It's not just one tool, it's a toolbox, a Swiss Army knife, ready to adapt to whatever challenge you throw at it. And honestly, if you're not geeking out about this yet, I don't know what to tell you. Coming up, we'll tie this all together with the key insights about Agentic AI and why it's reshaping the future as we speak. Stick around. It's only getting better from here. All right, let's take a quick breather because, let's be honest, it's about to get brutal soon. But before we dive into the gritty details, let me hit you with some key insights. Consider this your cheat sheet for understanding why Agentic AI is completely reshaping the game. Key insight 1, transformative efficiency. Agentic AI is like the ultimate assistant who never takes a day off. By automating routine tasks, it frees up your team to focus on the big picture, strategic stuff, whether it's running your supply chain, managing your data, or scheduling 1,000 Zoom calls, because who doesn't love those? This tech streamlines everything. Less time on busy work, more time driving value. Key insight 2, cost reduction. Here's where it gets real. By optimizing workflows and cutting out the inefficiencies, Agentic AI slashes operational costs. It's like hiring an all-star employee who doesn't need a paycheck, health insurance, or a parking space. What's not to love? Key insight. 3. Enhanced customer experiences. Picture this. You call customer support, and instead of waiting on hold for 15 minutes, an AI instantly understands your problem, solves it, and even makes you feel like a VIP while doing it. That's the level of personalization and responsiveness Agentic AI can deliver, and when customers feel that level of care, loyalty skyrockets. Key insight 4, increased revenue opportunities. This one's big. By analyzing vast amounts of data faster than you can say pivot table, Agentic AI uncovers trends, patterns, and opportunities you didn't even know existed. It's like having a business partner who can predict the future, and yes, that translates into more money. Key insight 5, market impact. Generative AI isn't just reshaping individual companies, it's reshaping entire industries. With a projected contribution of $2.6 to $4.4 trillion annually to the global economy by 2030, it's not a matter of if this tech will dominate, it's a matter of how soon. If you're not riding the wave, you're standing in the splash zone. So there you have it, your 5 key takeaways. Keep these in mind because next we're going beyond the surface. It's time to get brutal, dig deep, and uncover what it really takes to implement this tech successfully. Spoiler, it's not as easy as flipping a switch. Stay tuned, it's going to be worth it. All right, let's hit the brakes for a second and take a quick look back. Like Marty McFly firing up the DeLorean, except instead of time traveling to the 1950s, we're rewinding through the evolution of AI. Picture this, it's the early 2000s. AI is starting to stretch its legs. Back then, it was all about machine learning, feeding these systems massive amounts of data so they could learn patterns, recognize faces, and give us cool things like predictive text that kind of worked. Natural language processing, NLP, was coming into play too, helping systems understand human language better than ever before. This is when AI agents went from being glorified calculators to systems with real potential. Fast forward to the 2010s. Things get wild. Multimodal AI emerges, blending text, images, and audio into one cohesive system. Suddenly, your virtual assistant isn't just reading your calendar, it's analyzing your tone and recognizing your facial expressions. This was the decade when AI stopped being a nice-to-have and started becoming a real game changer. Businesses began integrating it into everything from customer service to logistics, laying the groundwork for what's happening today. And now, the 2020s, here's where things get futuristic. We're talking advanced autonomy. Systems that don't just wait for input, but make decisions on their own. It's like giving your Roomba not just a brain, but also the ability to reorganize your furniture. These AI agents are operating at lightning speed, handling complex tasks, and solving problems in ways we couldn't have imagined even a decade ago. But with great power comes great responsibility, right? This is also the era where we've had to take a hard look at ethical concerns, bias, transparency, accountability. These aren't just buzzwords. They're the challenges we need to solve to make sure AI is a force for good. So there's your quick rewind. 2000s gave us the building blocks, 2010s supercharged the potential, and the 2020s are where everything comes together. And the best part? The future is just getting started. Let's shift gears and dive into what's next, because the ride ahead looks even more exciting. The options are endless, but let's zoom in on the most impactful advantages of agentic AI for organizations, because this isn't just about ticking boxes, this is about reshaping how businesses operate and thrive. First up, enhanced efficiency. Think about it. Routine tasks like scheduling, data entry, and inventory management can take up hours of your team's time. But with agentic AI, those hours are handed back to your employees. Now they can focus on the things that actually matter: strategy, creativity, and innovation. Productivity goes up, stress goes down. Everyone wins. Second, improved decision making. It's not just about collecting data anymore, it's about using it wisely. Agentic AI analyzes massive amounts of information faster than a team of analysts ever could, pulling out insights that drive smarter, faster decisions. Whether it's predicting market trends in finance or optimizing inventory in retail, this tech is a crystal ball for businesses. Third, superior customer interaction. You know those generic chatbot responses that make you want to pull your hair out? Those days are gone. Agentic AI delivers personalized, real-time support that makes customers feel valued. It's like having a 24/7 customer service team that never sleeps, never complains, and never gets it wrong. Fourth, cost savings. And let's talk about the money. By automating processes and improving operational efficiency, businesses are slashing costs left and right. Imagine reducing customer service costs by 10% or cutting operational overhead by a similar margin. Those savings add up fast. Finally, competitive advantage. Let's be real, adopting agentic AI isn't just about keeping up, it's about staying ahead. These systems are adaptable, meaning you can respond to market shifts and customer needs faster than your competitors. In a world where speed and agility win the race, this could be your secret weapon. So, to wrap this up, agentic AI isn't just a tool, it's a transformation. It's about working smarter, not harder, and setting yourself up to lead in a competitive market. Coming up, we'll take a closer look at how this tech directly impacts customer service, because if you think this is impressive, just wait until you see what's next. The options with agentic AI are endless. It's like giving your business a blank canvas and every color imaginable. But while the creative possibilities are limitless, let's focus on where it's already making the biggest waves. Specifically, let's talk about the transformative impact of agentic AI on customer service, because if there's one area where businesses can truly stand out, it's here. First, redefining customer interactions. Traditional chatbots were, let's face it, like talking to a brick wall. Sorry, I didn't get that. Can you repeat it? Over and over again. Agentic AI flips the script. It understands language at a deeper level, tone, context, even slang. Ask it a nuanced question, and it doesn't just spit out a programmed response. It thinks, processes, and gives you an answer that actually makes sense. It's like replacing a grumpy customer service rep with your most empathetic, knowledgeable employee, except this one never takes coffee breaks. Here's an example. Imagine a travel company. A customer calls in frustrated because their flight got cancelled. An agentic AI doesn't just apologize, it looks up alternative flights, calculates layovers, checks pricing, and even books the best option, all in real time. The result? A problem solved in minutes, not hours, and a customer who feels like they've been taken care of. Second, autonomous problem-solving capabilities. This is where agentic AI becomes more than just a reactive tool. It doesn't just respond to issues, it solves them. Picture this. A customer reports an issue with a product. Instead of escalating it through 3 layers of support, the AI analyzes the problem, pulls relevant data, and resolves it on the spot. And it doesn't just fix the immediate issue, it learns from it. That means every interaction makes the system smarter, faster, and better at preventing similar problems in the future. Let's go further. Imagine you run a SaaS company. A customer is having trouble with an integration. The AI steps in, diagnoses the issue, reconfigures the settings, and notifies the customer, all without any human intervention. It's not just support. It's proactive, automated problem solving at its best. Third, enhanced engagement and satisfaction. Here's the thing about great customer service. It's all about relationships. Agentic AI takes this to the next level by remembering every interaction. It knows your preferences, your purchase history, even your favorite products. Every time a customer reaches out, It feels like they're talking to someone who knows them personally. And this isn't just about making people feel good. It's about driving loyalty. Happy customers stick around longer, spend more, and recommend your brand to others. Think about retail for a second. A customer logs into your online store, and the AI doesn't just recommend random products, it curates a shopping experience tailored specifically to them. Their favorite brands, preferred price ranges, and even suggestions based on their last purchase. It's the digital equivalent of walking into a store where the staff knows you by name and already has what you need waiting at the counter. But let's not stop there, because the impact goes beyond the customer. For your team, this means fewer escalations, less burnout, and more time to focus on complex, high-value work. For your bottom line, it means faster resolutions, lower support costs, and higher customer retention rates. In short, Agentic AI doesn't just transform customer service, it elevates it to a whole new level. It turns what was once seen as a cost center into a powerful driver of growth and brand loyalty. So, what's next? We'll dive into real-world examples where companies are already harnessing this power, and trust me, the results are nothing short of incredible. Stick around. Yes, we are living in a SaaS world, service as a software, and honestly, what a time to be alive. Let's take a closer look at how this model is being redefined, particularly through the lens of agentic AI, because this isn't just your regular SaaS setup. This is the evolution of how businesses deliver value. First, definition and overview. Traditionally, SaaS was all about paying for software licenses or subscriptions, right? You'd sign up, use the tool, and hope it fits your needs. But with agentic AI, the game has changed. Instead of paying for the software itself, you're paying for outcomes. Let me repeat that. You're paying for specific results delivered by AI agents. It's no longer about the tool, it's about the transformation it provides. This means businesses can focus on what actually matters, getting the job done. Second, cost efficiency. Let's face it, traditional software can be a money pit. You're paying for the tool, updates, and often for features you don't even use. Agentic AI flips the script. It enables access to highly targeted services like customer support or legal assistance at a fraction of the cost. You're not just saving money, you're optimizing how it's spent. Less overhead, more ROI. It's like going from a buffet to a custom-made meal. Pay for what you need, enjoy every bite. Third, automation of tasks. This is where things get exciting. Agentic AI doesn't just handle routine tasks, it's also tackling specialized processes. Think of it like having an expert team member who works 24/7, never makes mistakes, and doesn't need a coffee break. From analyzing contracts to managing complex logistics, this tech is scaling operations without scaling costs. It's efficiency on autopilot. And finally, outcome-based pricing. This one's a game changer. Forget traditional user-based fees or subscription models. With outcome-based pricing, businesses pay only for the results they achieve. Did the AI improve your customer service metrics, increase your sales, optimize your processes? That's what you're paying for. It aligns costs directly with value, making sure every dollar is tied to measurable success. So, why is this such a big deal? Because it's not just about adopting new technology, it's about adopting a whole new way of doing business. Agentic AI as a service isn't just convenient, it's transformative. It's leveling the playing field for businesses of all sizes, giving everyone the tools to innovate, grow, and compete. Next, we'll dive into how early adopters of this model are already pulling ahead of the competition, and why being a late mover might leave you scrambling to catch up. Let's keep the momentum going. Two guys, two completely different mornings. The first guy, he's the early riser. His alarm goes off at 5 a.m. and he's out of bed without hesitation. While the world is still sleeping, he's making moves. A quick jog through the quiet streets, a cup of coffee in hand, and by the time the rest of the world starts stirring, he's already tackled half his day. He's ahead of the game, confident and ready to seize opportunities. Now the other guy, he's the late sleeper. He stays in bed, hitting snooze again and again. By the time he finally gets up, the early riser has already snapped up the best opportunities. The late sleeper scrambles to catch up, rushing through his morning, but no matter how fast he moves, he's always one step behind. This is the perfect analogy for early adopters versus late movers in the AI world. Early adopters wake up early. They're the first to embrace new technologies like Agentic AI, and this gives them a huge competitive advantage. They use AI to automate processes, streamline operations, and deliver better customer experiences. By adopting early, they set industry standards, capture market share, and build strong customer loyalty. Think about it. They're not just playing the game. They're creating the rules. For example, early adopters can innovate faster, offering personalized services that customers rave about. They integrate AI into their business processes to reduce costs and boost productivity. And as their AI systems continue to learn and improve, these companies pull even further ahead. They're able to respond swiftly to market changes, set trends, and create barriers that make it tough for competitors to catch up. Now let's talk about the late movers. They're like the guy who sleeps in, wakes up late, and realizes that all the best opportunities are gone. They face higher barriers to entry because the early adopters have already set the benchmarks. Late movers are left scrambling, trying to match the efficiency and customer satisfaction that early adopters have already perfected. They often find themselves spending more money to catch up, higher costs, missed opportunities, and a diminished ability to compete in the long run. For example, late movers may struggle to integrate AI into their existing processes, creating friction and delays. They might adopt the tech but fail to innovate, offering generic solutions while their competitors deliver personalized dynamic services. Customers notice the difference, and loyalty shifts toward the early movers who got it right from the start. Here's the harsh truth: hesitation is costly. The longer you wait to adopt game-changing technologies like Agentic AI, the more you risk falling behind. And it's not just about losing market share, it's about losing relevance altogether. But here's the silver lining. If you're willing to make the leap now, you can still catch up. With the right strategy, even a late mover can leverage AI to improve operations, cut costs, and create better customer experiences. It's not about where you are, it's about where you're willing to go. So who do you want to be? The early riser, setting the pace and leading the market, or the late sleeper, always one step behind, chasing yesterday's opportunities? The choice is yours, but the clock is ticking. Next up, we'll look at some real-world case studies of early adopters who didn't just embrace AI, they used it to transform their industries. Get ready to be inspired. All right, let's dive into some real-world case studies, because theory is nice, but the real action happens in the trenches. And hey, let's start with a company that's close to my heart, my old employer, Siemens AG. Now, Siemens isn't just any company. They're a global powerhouse in manufacturing, and they've been at the forefront of innovation for decades. But even for a giant like Siemens, staying ahead of the curve means embracing cutting-edge technology, and that's where Agentic AI comes into the picture. The AI application? At Siemens, AI is being used for predictive maintenance. Let me break that down. They're taking sensor data from machinery, real-time information, and using AI models to predict when equipment is likely to fail. Think of it like giving every piece of equipment its own crystal ball. Before something breaks down, the system flags it, and maintenance teams can step in to fix the problem before it ever impacts production. The impact: the results are impressive. Predictive maintenance has led to a 20% reduction in maintenance costs and a 15% increase in production uptime. That's not just a small efficiency gain, that's a transformation. Imagine running a factory where everything works smoothly, downtime is minimized, and equipment reliability is through the roof. It's like giving your entire operation a turbo boost. The tech stack. How does Siemens do it? They use a mix of regression models, deep learning algorithms, and platforms like Siemens MindSphere for data integration. On the tool side, it's heavyweights like scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras, and IoT sensors to ensure seamless monitoring and data processing. This isn't just AI for the sake of AI, it's a well-oiled machine designed to deliver tangible results. The non-financial wins. But it's not all about money. The AI-driven approach also means improved worker safety. By catching issues early, they're reducing risks for employees who would otherwise deal with sudden breakdowns or dangerous situations. It's about creating a safer, more efficient workplace, and that's a win-win. So what's the takeaway? Siemens didn't just adopt AI, they embraced it as a way to solve real problems. They took something as routine as maintenance and turned it into a strategic advantage. That's the power of agentic AI in action. Next up, let's shift gears and look at another industry, healthcare, and see how one of the world's most respected institutions, Mayo Clinic, is using AI to save lives. Stick around. It's about to get even more inspiring. All right, let's switch gears and head into the world of healthcare, because if there's one industry where AI is making life or death differences, it's this one. And who better to highlight than the Mayo Clinic, one of the most respected names in medicine? The challenge. Imagine the complexity of modern healthcare. Radiology departments, in particular, are drowning in data. Endless imaging scans, patient histories, lab results. The sheer volume is overwhelming, and every minute spent sorting through it is a minute lost for patients who need fast, accurate diagnoses. Enter Agentic AI. Mayo Clinic has integrated AI into its radiology workflows to revolutionize how they process and analyze imaging data. Instead of manually cross-referencing scans with patient histories and lab results, their AI system does it all in real time. It's like having the smartest, fastest assistant you can imagine, one that never misses a detail. The tech stack. So, how does this magic happen? The system uses a combination of regression models and convolutional neural networks, CNNs. These models are powered by platforms like NVIDIA Clara, PyTorch, and scikit-learn. Together, they create a robust ecosystem for handling complex medical data and delivering actionable insights. The impact. Let's talk numbers. Thanks to AI, Mayo Clinic has achieved a 30% reduction in diagnostic times. That means patients get answers faster. And when we're talking about conditions like cancer, heart disease, or critical injuries, those minutes can save lives. On top of that, the AI has cut down unnecessary procedures by 15%, ensuring that resources are allocated where they're needed most. Non-financial wins. But it's not just about speed and efficiency. The AI system has enhanced diagnostic accuracy, giving doctors the insights they need to make better decisions. The result? Improved patient outcomes, greater trust in the healthcare system, and a level of care that sets a new standard in the industry. So, what's the big takeaway here? Mayo Clinic didn't just use AI to make their jobs easier, they used it to make their care better. They've shown us how technology can enhance human expertise, not replace it, and ultimately, that's what healthcare is all about. Next, we'll shift to a completely different world, finance. Let's explore how JPMorgan Chase is using agentic AI to transform the way they handle legal documents. Spoiler, it's saving them hundreds of thousands of hours. Let's dive in. We've seen how AI is transforming healthcare. Now let's step into the world of finance. And not just any finance, Wall Street, high-stakes banking, and the never-ending flood of legal documents that power the global economy. Imagine you're working in a bank's legal department. You're staring at a mountain of contracts, loan agreements, credit documents, regulatory filings. the kind of paperwork that makes you question your life choices. Normally, reviewing these documents takes weeks, if not months. It's slow, tedious, and honestly, a nightmare. Now enter Agentic AI. JPMorgan Chase saw this problem and thought, what if AI could handle this? So they developed COIN, Contract Intelligence, a system that uses natural language processing, NLP, and generative AI to analyze legal documents in seconds. The tech stack, COIN, is built on NLP models powered by generative pre-trained transformers, GPT. Yep, the same core technology behind today's most advanced AI chat systems. It's integrated with platforms like Python and Hadoop, allowing it to process massive amounts of legal data while maintaining precision and compliance. The impact. Here's where it gets insane. COIN has saved JPMorgan 360,000 hours of manual work every single year. That's the equivalent of nearly 173 full-time employees who can now focus on higher value work instead of drowning in legal paperwork. And it's not just about speed, it significantly reduces compliance risk and improves accuracy, ensuring that nothing gets missed in the fine print. Non-financial wins. AI-powered legal analysis doesn't just make things faster, it makes them better. By eliminating human error and bias, JPMorgan can improve decision-making, enhance risk management, and ensure regulatory compliance like never before. This means fewer legal headaches and a stronger, more efficient financial institution. The big takeaway. AI isn't just about automation, it's about augmentation. JPMorgan Chase isn't replacing legal professionals, they're giving them a superpower. They've turned a mind-numbing, time-consuming task into a strategic advantage, making their operations smoother, smarter, and more competitive. Now, let's shift gears to a completely different sector, retail. Next up, how Amazon is using AI to personalize shopping experiences and drive sales like never before. Let's go. Okay, I have shown you some real-world case studies. Companies that are already using agentic AI to transform how they operate. But now, let's zoom out and talk about AI's impact at a business level. We're diving into the transformative power of AI across industries, and first up, retail. Oh boy, retail. And let me just say, if my girlfriend knew how AI is driving personalized shopping experiences, I might be in serious financial trouble. But hey, some biases are always there, right? Joke. Kinda. But seriously, AI in retail isn't just about recommendations that make you spend more money, although let's be real, that's a big part of it. It's about understanding customer behavior, predicting trends, and optimizing supply chains. And nobody does it better than Amazon. AI utilization. Amazon is using generative AI and deep learning to analyze customer browsing behavior, purchase history, and even visual preferences to generate hyper-personalized product recommendations. The tech stack. Amazon's AI runs on a mix of regression models, deep learning frameworks like Amazon Personalize, and advanced machine learning tools like AWS SageMaker. The goal? To predict what you want before you even know you want it. The impact and the numbers, a 35% increase in sales through AI-driven recommendations. Let that sink in. AI isn't just helping, it's literally driving revenue, but it doesn't stop there. AI is also improving customer retention by 20%. Why? Because when you get highly relevant, personalized recommendations, you're more likely to stay engaged. It's no longer just a shopping experience. It's an AI-powered ecosystem designed to keep you coming back. Non-financial wins. The big one, customer satisfaction. When customers feel understood, when they get exactly what they need without having to search for hours, their engagement skyrockets. AI makes the experience smoother, smarter, and more intuitive. The big takeaway. Retailers aren't just using AI to push more products, they're using it to build deeper relationships with customers, streamline logistics, and anticipate demand. AI isn't just helpful here, it's an essential part of retail success, Next up, we're taking a look at how AI is transforming transportation and logistics. You won't believe how DHL is optimizing shipping routes, predicting demand, and making deliveries faster than ever. All right, have you ever wondered what DHL stands for? Yeah, I used to think it meant delivery happens late or dramatically high logistics fees, but no, that's not it. Seriously, though, DHL actually comes from the names of its founders, Dalsey, Hillblom, and Lynn. Fun fact, right? But let's get real. Do they personally understand how AI works in global logistics? No, probably not. But you know what? They don't need to, because their AI systems do it for them. So now, let's not just dive in. Let's drive in and see how AI is revolutionizing transportation and logistics. AI utilization. DHL is using machine learning and advanced route optimization algorithms to predict shipping demand, optimize delivery routes, and improve supply chain efficiency. The tech stack. It's powered by a combination of IoT devices, predictive analytics models, and AI-driven logistics platforms, specifically the DHL Resilient Supply Chain System. This isn't just about moving packages faster, it's about moving them smarter. The impact and the results? Massive. AI has helped DHL reduce operational costs by 15% while improving delivery times by 20%. That's not just a little efficiency boost, that's game-changing. Non-financial wins. And here's something unexpected. AI is also making logistics more sustainable. By optimizing delivery routes and reducing fuel consumption, DHL is actively lowering its carbon footprint. That's right. AI is not just about speed and efficiency. It's also helping create a greener supply chain. The big takeaway. Logistics isn't just about moving boxes from A to B anymore. It's about intelligence, prediction, and precision. AI is making deliveries faster, cheaper, and more reliable, ensuring that businesses and consumers get what they need when they need it. But now let's shift gears again. From global supply chains to the energy sector, AI is making waves in industries that power our world. Next up, how BP is using AI to revolutionize oil exploration and drilling operations. Let's go. Let's dive into the fascinating world of AI in energy, specifically how BP is leading the charge in drilling optimization. Drilling might sound mundane, but don't let the word fool you. This is about cutting-edge technology revolutionizing the way we power our world. BP has turned what was once a labor-intensive and high-risk process into a precise, efficient, and even environmentally friendly operation. Intrigued? Let's break it down. Imagine this. You're about to dig for treasure, but instead of using an old, inaccurate map, you've got an AI-powered supercomputer that creates a detailed 3D model of the land. That's exactly what BP is doing, except their treasure is energy, resources, and their AI is analyzing seismic data to pinpoint the optimal drilling sites. It's like using X-ray vision to look miles below the Earth's surface. No more guesswork, no more unnecessary drilling, just pinpoint accuracy. Here's where it gets even better. By using advanced generative AI, Gene AI models, and cloud-powered data analysis platforms like Azure, BP has revolutionized how decisions are made during drilling operations. The AI analyzes geological data, seismic vibrations, and even historical drilling results, then spits out actionable insights faster than a human team could ever dream of. The result? A massive 20% reduction in exploration costs and a 15% increase in successful drilling operations. That's not just impressive, it's game-changing. But wait, there's more. The benefits aren't just financial. BP's smarter drilling practices have significantly reduced their environmental footprint. Instead of drilling everywhere and hoping for the best, they've focused on precision. This means less waste, fewer emissions, and more sustainable energy production. Think of it as the difference between carving a sculpture with a fine chisel versus hacking away with a sledgehammer. It's cleaner, more efficient, and produces far better results. And let's not forget the safety aspect. Drilling can be a dangerous job, But with AI monitoring and predicting potential hazards, BP has dramatically improved the safety of their operations. Workers can now rely on AI to alert them to potential risks before they even become an issue. It's like having a guardian angel looking out for the entire operation. So what's the big picture here? BP's use of AI isn't just about extracting resources, it's about transforming the entire energy sector. They're setting a new standard for how we approach energy production, combining innovation, sustainability, and safety into one seamless process. It's proof that even in industries that seem rooted in old ways, technology has the power to shake things up, and for the better. And if you're still thinking, what does this mean for me? Just imagine the ripple effect. BP's advancements in drilling optimization mean lower energy costs, reduced environmental impact, and safer working conditions, benefits that trickle down to all of us. So next time someone mentions drilling, think beyond the surface, literally, and remember how AI is making it smarter, cleaner, and more impactful than ever. Let's talk about the future of education, where every student gets their own personalized coach, except that coach is an AI. This isn't some sci-fi fantasy. It's what Pearson's adaptive learning systems are already doing. And trust me, this is as cool as it sounds. Imagine being a student again. Some subjects are a breeze, while others feel like climbing Mount Everest, blindfolded. Now picture a learning system that knows exactly when you're struggling and adjusts the content just for you. Pearson's AI doesn't just teach, it learns about the learner. It uses adaptive algorithms to tailor the educational content to each individual's needs. If math isn't your strong suit, the AI eases you into the concepts with simpler exercises and gradually ramps up the complexity. It's like having a teacher who knows exactly what you need every minute of every lesson. How does it work? Here's where the magic of technology comes in. Pearson's system taps into a multimodal content delivery platform, leveraging tools like Python and TensorFlow to analyze every interaction you have with the material. Are you clicking through quizzes too fast? The AI notices struggling to answer certain types of questions. It adjusts. The goal isn't just to teach you, it's to engage you and keep you on track. Think of it as a Netflix for education, but instead of recommending movies, it's recommending the exact content you need to succeed. Now let's get to the impact. Since implementing adaptive learning, Pearson has reported some jaw-dropping results. Course enrollments have increased by 25%, and content development costs have dropped by 15%. But here's the kicker. Students are performing better. Engagement levels are through the roof, and learners are mastering concepts faster than ever before. For schools and institutions, it's a win-win. Lower costs, better outcomes, and happier students, but the benefits don't stop there. Beyond the financials, this approach is reshaping how we think about learning itself. No longer is education a one-size-fits-all model. With AI, it's becoming as unique as the students themselves. This is especially transformative for learners with disabilities or those in underserved communities where traditional teaching methods often fall short. Adaptive AI ensures that no one is left behind. Now, let's address the skeptics. Isn't AI in education just another way to replace teachers? Absolutely not. Think of AI as the ultimate teaching assistant. It handles the repetitive stuff, grading, tracking progress, suggesting materials, so that teachers can focus on what they do best, inspiring, mentoring, and connecting with their students. It's not about replacing educators, it's about empowering them. So, what does this mean for the future? The possibilities are endless. From virtual reality classrooms to multilingual content delivery, AI is opening doors we never even knew existed. And Pearson is leading the charge, proving that education doesn't have to be boring or one-dimensional. It can be dynamic, engaging, and deeply personalized. The next time you think about education, ask yourself, what if every student had their own AI-powered mentor? With systems like Pearson's, that future is closer than we think. It's time to embrace it and unlock the full potential of learning for everyone, everywhere. Oh yeah, Netflix, our go-to escape for everything from epic fantasy dramas to feel-good rom-coms. But let's be real for a second. It's gotten expensive. One subscription these days feels like committing to a luxury lifestyle. So, what keeps us hooked? It's not just their lineup of shows, it's their AI powered magic behind the scenes. Let's dive into Netflix's secret sauce: personalized user experiences. Ever noticed how Netflix always seems to know exactly what you want to watch next? No, it's not reading your mind. Well, not yet. It's leveraging AI models to analyze every single click, pause, and binge session. Netflix knows more about your viewing habits than your best friend. It's like having a concierge who says, "Hey, I noticed you loved that crime thriller. Here's another one you'll be obsessed with." How does it work? Netflix uses a combination of machine learning, ML, and generative AI. This isn't just about throwing random recommendations your way. The AI analyzes vast amounts of data: your ratings, watch history, even the time of day you stream. Are you a late night viewer who loves feel good sitcoms or an early riser catching documentaries over breakfast? Netflix knows, and it curates accordingly. They even factor in visual content features. Yes, those flashy thumbnails aren't random. They're tailored to grab your attention based on your preferences. AI at its best, folks. And let's talk about financial impact, because Netflix isn't just about keeping you entertained. They're also keeping their shareholders happy. AI has helped them achieve a 10% increase in subscriber retention rates. I hope this video makes you a subscriber to my channel. Think about it. How many times have you stayed subscribed because you couldn't resist the next recommended series? Exactly. That retention drives higher revenue through renewals, improved engagement, and, you guessed it, subscription price hikes that we all love to hate. But the magic doesn't end there. Netflix isn't just chasing profits, they're redefining entertainment itself. AI enhances non-financial benefits too. It ensures viewers like us have a seamless, satisfying experience. The personalized content delivery not only hooks us, but makes our downtime more enjoyable. It's why we say just one more episode until it's suddenly 3 a.m. and we're bleary-eyed at work the next day. And here's the bigger picture. Netflix's integration of AI has made them a strategic leader in the entertainment industry. They've set the gold standard for personalization, pushing competitors to step up their game. AI isn't just a tool for recommendations, it's a driver for innovation. With platforms like Netflix, we're not just watching TV anymore, we're experiencing entertainment that feels tailor-made for us. So, next time you're scrolling through Netflix's homepage, debating between that nostalgic sitcom or the dark psychological thriller, take a moment to appreciate the tech behind it. It's not luck, it's AI, ensuring that your subscription, no matter how pricey, feels worth it every time you hit play. Now, excuse me while I justify my subscription by finding my next binge-worthy obsession. Have you ever had a day where your internet connection made you question life itself? You're on a video call, the connection drops, and suddenly you're stuck making awkward frozen faces. Well, AT&T knows that frustration all too well, and they're using AI to fix it before it even happens. Let's talk about AI in telecommunications and how AT&T is redefining network management. Think of their network like a massive city with countless streets, signals, and vehicles, aka your data. Now imagine having an all-seeing traffic control system that ensures everything moves smoothly. No traffic jams, no detours. That's AT&T's network analytics powered by AI. At the core is their technology stack, a combination of machine learning, ML, and edge computing. ML is like the brain, analyzing millions of data points from their network, traffic patterns, usage spikes, potential hardware failures, you name it. Edge computing is the super fast sidekick, processing all that data locally rather than sending it to a central server so they can respond instantly. Together, they ensure that your streaming marathon or work calls are uninterrupted, even during peak times, but it doesn't stop there. AT&T uses AI-powered chatbots and advanced analytics platforms to optimize customer interactions and network performance. These chatbots aren't just your average, let me connect you to a human bots. They're equipped to solve your issues, predict potential problems, and keep you happy without the wait music. Now let's get real. What does all this mean for AT&T's bottom line? Huge financial impacts. They've achieved a 15% reduction in operational expenses, all thanks to efficient network management. Think fewer emergency fixes and more proactive maintenance, but the real kicker, revenue growth. By improving their upselling opportunities with personalized offers, AT&T keeps its customers engaged and subscribed. You're not just a number to them. You're a personalized customer profile, ripe for tailored services and upgrades. The cherry on top? Non-financial benefits like increased network reliability. It's not just about fixing issues. It's about ensuring they never happen in the first place. This reliability means improved service quality, fewer angry calls to customer support, and happier customers overall. AT&T's AI doesn't just manage their network, it enhances their entire customer experience. Here's the big takeaway. AI in telecom isn't just about cables and signals. It's about delivering seamless, reliable connectivity in a world where being offline is no longer an option. So next time you're streaming the latest Netflix series or crushing it on a video call, remember that AI is quietly working behind the scenes, making sure your digital life runs smoothly, and if AT&T has their way, frozen faces on video calls will soon be a thing of the past. Welcome to Singapore, where the future isn't coming, it's already here. Singapore is often called the Lion City, but today it might as well be the AI City. Why? Because this little powerhouse has figured out how to use AI to make life better, smarter, and smoother for its citizens. Let's dive into Singapore's Smart Nation initiative and see how it's setting the bar for AI in governance. Imagine a city where traffic flows like water, energy is consumed efficiently, and public safety feels almost magical in its seamlessness. This isn't science fiction. It's Singapore today. They're leveraging AI models for public management in ways that make most countries look like they're still figuring out how to plug in the Wi-Fi router. Here's a concrete example. Traffic management. Singapore's AI doesn't just wait for congestion, it predicts it. By analyzing real-time data from sensors across the city, AI can adjust traffic lights, redirect vehicles, and ensure that your Uber driver doesn't blame traffic for being late. It's like having a superhuman traffic cop who never sleeps. But it's not just about cars and commutes. Singapore's AI also tackles energy consumption, optimizing power use across the city to reduce waste. And when it comes to public safety, the AI integrates citizen feedback, surveillance data, and predictive analytics to keep everyone safe without it ever feeling invasive. It's governance done right. Now, let's talk tech. Singapore's Smart Nation platform integrates cutting-edge machine learning, ML, and generative AI, Gen AI models. Picture this. IoT sensors collect data, cloud computing processes it, and AI makes sense of it all in real time. The result? Smarter decisions and a city that practically runs itself, and the results are jaw-dropping. On the financial side, Singapore has achieved a 25% reduction in administrative costs. That's not just money saved, it's money reinvested into improving infrastructure and services. Oh, and did I mention they've attracted a whopping US $12 billion in foreign investment? That's what happens when you make governance look like a well-oiled machine. But let's not stop at the spreadsheets. What about the people? Singapore's Smart Nation initiative has transformed public services and improved the quality of life for its citizens. From shorter commute times to more responsive government services, AI has made Singapore a place where things just work. It's no wonder they're seen as a global leader in AI-driven governance. What can we learn from Singapore? AI in government isn't just about being high tech, it's about being high impact. It's about using technology to improve lives, cut waste, and create opportunities. While some governments are still stuck in debates over data policies, Singapore is out there living in 2030. So, hello, Singapore. Thank you for showing us what's possible when AI meets vision. The real question is, when will the rest of the world catch up? If you're as inspired as I am, let's take a page from Singapore's playbook and dream bigger for the future. After all, why settle for good governance when you can have smart governance? All right, let's talk about job hunting and recruitment, something we've all dealt with at some point. Whether you're sending out resumes or nervously waiting for a callback, the process can feel slow, exhausting, and honestly, outdated. But at Unilever, they've said, enough of that, and handed the whole hiring process over to AI. Yep, they've turned to technology to make finding the right people faster, smarter, and way less painful. Imagine you're a recruiter at Unilever, and you just posted a new job. Within hours, your inbox is flooded with applications. Hundreds, maybe thousands. Sounds overwhelming, right? This is where AI steps in, takes charge, and saves the day. Here's how they do it. Video interviews, candidates record video responses instead of trekking to an office. It's simple, flexible, and saves a ton of time. AI to the rescue. The system analyzes the videos, looking at everything from what candidates say to how they say it. Speech patterns, word choice, facial expressions. AI does it all. The shortlist. Once the system crunches the data, it serves up the top candidates, so recruiters can focus on the best of the best. This isn't just about speed, it's about fairness. No unconscious bias, no missed potential. Just a system that evaluates everyone equally. Unilever's using some seriously cool tools for this. They've partnered with platforms like HireVue, which combines natural language processing, NLP, and facial recognition technology. So it's not just scanning resumes, it's understanding personality, problem-solving skills, and whether someone would fit into the company culture. It's like having a super smart talent scout that never needs a coffee break. Here's where it gets really impressive, massive cost savings. They're saving over $1 million every year on recruitment costs, speed like never before. The hiring process is 75% faster. What used to take weeks now takes days. Diversity. When AI removes unconscious bias, helping Unilever build a more inclusive workforce. Now here's the part I love. It's not just Unilever that benefits. The candidate experience is way better too. No more endlessly waiting for feedback or wondering if your resume even got seen. With this system, candidates know they're being evaluated fairly and the process is fast and transparent. And let's be honest, if you've ever felt like you were ghosted by a recruiter, wouldn't you rather have a clear and efficient system like this? Here's the thing. AI isn't about replacing people. It's about making things better for everyone. At Unilever, they're not just hiring smarter, they're making the whole process less stressful for candidates and recruiters alike. If you're in HR and still relying on stacks of resumes or gut instincts, maybe it's time to rethink things. AI won't just help you hire the right people faster. It'll also give candidates an experience they'll actually enjoy. And isn't that what it's all about? Connecting great talent with great opportunities? So next time you send in a job application, don't be surprised if AI is the one helping you land your dream role. It's the future and Unilever's already there. What about you? Oh yes, Erica. Now, doesn't that name bring back memories of an old marching song? But don't worry, we're not here to sing. Instead, we're talking about how Bank of America's Erica is marching her way through customer service and transforming the way people manage their finances. Erica isn't just a chatbot. Oh no, she's so much more. Think of her as your personal finance assistant, your 24/7 financial buddy. Need help finding out why your account balance looks suspiciously low after a weekend out? Erica's got you? Wondering if you can save more on your credit card interest? Erica's got you. It's like having a financial expert in your pocket, but without the hourly consulting fee. Here's how Erica helps. Answers. Anytime. With over 1 million customer queries handled daily, Erica is always on call. No waiting, no hold music. Smart suggestions. She's not just answering your questions, she's giving personalized tips and insights like, hey, did you know you can save $50 a month by refinancing? Yes, please. Secure transactions. Erica also helps you transfer money, pay bills, and track expenses without breaking a sweat. Let's talk about what's behind the curtain because Erica's tech is chef's kiss. Generative AI, Gen AI. This allows Erica to handle complex queries and maintain natural, human-like conversations. So, no robotic responses here. Multimodal interaction. Whether you want to talk, type, or tap, Erica adapts to your style. It's conversational AI done right. This isn't just cutting edge. It's customer service with a brain. Here's where things get juicy. Bank of America didn't just roll out Erica for fun, it's had some major payoffs. Improved customer satisfaction by solving problems quickly and effectively, Erica has earned her spot as a favorite among customers. Efficient operations. Handling 1 million queries daily means fewer calls to human agents, saving time and money for everyone. Streamlined banking, financial tasks that used to feel overwhelming, now they're done in minutes. Let's face it, most of us dread calling customer service. The long waits, the scripted answers, it's painful. But with Erica, those days are gone. Bank of America has turned a necessary evil into a pleasant, even empowering experience. And let's not forget the trust factor. When your bank equips you with tools that actually work, you start to feel like they're on your side. That's what Erica does. She bridges the gap between a bank and its customers, making the relationship smoother, smarter, and just plain better. If you're in customer service or any business, really, Erica should make you think. How can you use AI to not just meet customer expectations, but blow them out of the water? It's not about replacing people, it's about enhancing what we already do. And for all of us, the next time you hear Erica, don't think of a marching song. Think of the march toward better, smarter, more personalized customer service. She's not just Bank of America's Erica, she's a glimpse into the future of customer care. Would you let her handle your next query? I think I would. An ice cold Coke, nothing beats that, right? Except maybe how Coca-Cola is serving up its marketing campaigns these days with a little help from AI. That's right, even your favorite soda brand is diving into the tech world, and trust me, they're not just fizzing around, they're shaking up the whole game. Coca-Cola is using AI to make sure their campaigns hit harder than that first sip of Coke on a hot summer day. Here's how they're doing it. Trend analysis. Ever notice how Coke seems to know exactly what vibe you're into? That's not by chance. AI analyzes consumer trends, what people are talking about, what's buzzing, and tailors campaigns to fit the moment. It's like they're always one step ahead of the zeitgeist. Personalized advertising. No more one-size-fits-all commercials. AI helps Coca-Cola create ads that feel like they were made just for you. Love adventure sports? Here's a Coke ad with cliff diving. More into chilling on the couch? Here's one with a cozy Netflix and Coke vibe. Content creation. AI generates innovative content ideas, from product visuals to catchy slogans. Coca-Cola is even experimenting with generative adversarial networks, GANs, to create dynamic, engaging visuals. It's like having an endless creative team that never sleeps. Let's crack open the tech stack. Generative AI models. Think of them as Coca-Cola's digital brainstorming buddies, churning out creative content faster than you can say refreshing. Multimodal data analysis. AI processes everything from social media posts to customer feedback, giving Coca-Cola a 360-degree view of what people want. Custom AI platforms, tailor-made tools ensure that every piece of marketing content is perfectly aligned with the brand's image. So, what's all this tech doing for Coca-Cola? Let's spill the numbers. 50% reduction in content creation time. Ads get to market faster, giving Coca-Cola a leg up on the competition. 20% boost in campaign ROI. More effective targeting means more bang for their marketing buck. Enhanced customer engagement. Campaigns are not just reaching people, they're connecting with them. And let's be real, who doesn't love a brand that feels like it gets them? It's not just about selling more Coke, although that's a big part of it. Coca-Cola is setting a new standard for how brands can use AI to stay relevant, relatable, and ahead of the curve. They're proving that even a legacy brand can innovate, all while keeping its classic charm intact. The takeaway here? AI isn't just for tech giants or startups, it's for anyone who wants to stay ahead in a fast-changing world. Whether you're running a marketing team or just trying to level up your personal brand, Coca-Cola shows us that AI can turn creative dreams into reality. So next time you pop open a Coke, take a second to appreciate the tech that's working behind the scenes to make it all so amazing. Cheers to that. Did you know why Walmart failed in Germany? Because they were too friendly. Yep, you heard that right. Germans didn't appreciate Walmart's signature greeter culture, the forced small talk, or the overly cheerful customer service. Instead of feeling welcomed, they felt awkward. Add in a misunderstanding of local pricing strategies, labor laws, and shopping habits. And Walmart's venture into Germany was, how do I put this nicely, a total disaster. But here's the thing, Walmart learned from its mistakes. And now they're using AI-powered insights to ensure that kind of misstep never happens again. Walmart might have stumbled in Germany, but today they're stronger than ever. Why? Because they're using AI to understand customers at a level no human greeter ever could. Here's what they're doing differently. AI-powered personalization. No more one-size-fits-all retail strategy. AI analyzes shopping patterns, local preferences, and even regional economic factors to ensure every store is tailored to its audience. Smarter inventory management. Gone are the days of overstocked shelves or empty aisles. Walmart's AI predicts exactly how much of each product is needed, reducing waste and keeping customers happy. Autonomous shopping. From cashierless checkout experiences to AI-driven restocking robots, Walmart is making shopping frictionless. So, what's actually powering Walmart's transformation? Computer vision and IoT sensors. Smart cameras track in-store traffic, analyze shopping behaviors, and ensure shelves are stocked efficiently. Generative AI. Personalized recommendations for customers, dynamically adjusting promotions based on real-time demand. Supply chain AI. Walmart's logistics are optimized down to the second, ensuring products are always where they need to be. The results? Absolutely massive. 20% reduction in operational costs thanks to better inventory management. 15% increase in sales through AI-driven dynamic pricing and personalized offers. Better customer satisfaction because now Walmart listens before making decisions. So what's the big takeaway here? Walmart learned the hard way that understanding your customers isn't about doing what works somewhere else. It's about doing what works for them. And now, with AI in their toolkit, they're not making blind decisions anymore. The old Walmart walked into Germany assuming they knew best. The new Walmart, it listens first, then acts. So next time you walk into a Walmart and see everything flowing seamlessly from stocked shelves to perfectly timed promotions, just remember, it's not luck, it's AI, making sure they never repeat the mistakes of the past. YouTube reach ban, I smell you. But hey, we've got to say it, drugs. Don't panic. We're not talking about the kind that gets you demonetized. We're talking about life-saving, AI-powered pharmaceutical breakthroughs, the kind that are changing medicine forever. Developing new drugs used to be painfully slow and ridiculously expensive. Think about it. On average, it takes 10-15 years and over $2.5 billion to bring a single new drug to market. That's longer than some people's entire careers, but AI is stepping in and saying, nah, we can do better. Here's how AI-driven molecule screening. Instead of testing thousands of compounds manually, AI models can analyze millions of potential drug candidates in days, predicting which ones are most likely to work. Accelerated clinical trials. AI can scan patient data to match the right people with the right trials, cutting years off the testing process. Personalized medicine. Forget one-size-fits-all drugs. AI helps design treatments based on a person's genetic makeup, making medicine more precise than ever before. What is the AI powerhouses behind the science? DeepMind's AlphaFold. This AI cracked the code on protein folding, solving a problem that had puzzled scientists for decades. Now drug discovery is moving at warp speed. IBM Watson Health uses AI to analyze medical research and suggest drug formulations in a fraction of the time it would take a human. Benevolent AI. A biotech startup that's using AI to repurpose existing drugs for new treatments, drastically reducing research time. The impact, numbers, that'll blow your mind. AI is slashing drug development costs by up to 50%. Success rates for new drugs are increasing because AI eliminates bad candidates early on. New treatments are reaching patients faster, potentially saving millions of lives. Welcome to the new era of video creation with Drug AI. Simply type your script to get started. AI in pharma isn't just about making medicine. It's about making better, faster, more accessible medicine. Imagine a world where rare diseases aren't a death sentence because AI has found a cure in record time. And here's the real kicker. This isn't the future. It's happening right now. AI isn't replacing scientists, but it's giving them superpowers to do things they never could before. So next time you pop an aspirin, just think. Somewhere out there, AI might be designing the next breakthrough treatment that changes everything. Now, speaking of AI and game changers, next up, let's talk about how McDonald's is using AI to revolutionize drive-thrus and fast food. Yes, even Big Macs are getting the AI treatment. Let's shift gears into the legal world, a place where precision is key, time is money, and those endless contracts can sometimes feel like they're written in another language. You've got clauses on clauses, terms you've never heard of, and let's be honest, the thought of reviewing all that just makes you want to take a nap. But here's where Hogan Lovells steps in with a little secret weapon, AI. Now, you might be thinking, AI in law? Really? What is it going to do? Argue in court for me? Well, not quite. But what it is doing is revolutionizing the way legal documents are reviewed. Imagine this. AI models, powered by natural language processing and machine learning, are stepping up to analyze contracts, extract critical information, and, this is the big one, identify potential risks before they become a problem. It's like having a super intelligent paralegal working 24/7 without ever needing a coffee break. Let's talk tech stack for a second. Hogan Lovells uses Kira Systems, an AI platform that's basically the Sherlock Holmes of legal tech. It dives into contracts, picks apart the details, and finds insights faster than even the most seasoned attorney. And the results, oh, they're good. Efficiency gains, we're talking a whopping 40% increase in review speed. That's not just faster, it's a game changer. Something that used to take a week can now be wrapped up in a few days. Think of all the billable hours saved, not to mention the reduced headaches for lawyers and clients alike. But wait, there's more. Cost savings are through the roof. Clients get better value, law firms get to optimize their time, and everyone wins. But here's the kicker. It's not just about speed and money, it's about accuracy. The AI tools are so precise that they catch those sneaky little clauses you didn't even know existed. You know, the ones that could have cost your company millions. It's like having a second set of superhuman eyes combing through everything. Now let's zoom out a bit. This isn't just about making law firms more efficient or helping clients save money, though those are huge perks. It's about building trust. When you're able to deliver accurate, timely results, you create stronger relationships. Clients know they're in good hands, and that trust, it's priceless. And for those of you thinking this is cool, but does it apply to me? Absolutely. Whether you're in law, business, or just trying to keep up with innovation, the takeaway here is that AI isn't just for tech companies anymore. It's reshaping even the most traditional industries, making them faster, more precise, and ultimately better for everyone involved. So next time you think of legal services, don't just picture stacks of papers and tired lawyers. Picture AI doing the heavy lifting, transforming the industry one document at a time. And maybe, just maybe, it's time to start thinking about how this could apply to your own work, whatever field you're in. Exciting, right? Welcome to the new era of video creation with Jog AI. Simply type your script to get started. Now, let's talk about the unsung hero of business, procurement. It's not the flashiest part of an organization, but let me tell you, it's where a lot of the magic and savings happen. And Coupa, well, they're turning this essential function into an AI-powered powerhouse. So buckle up, because this one's all about saving time, saving money, and making procurement look, dare I say it, exciting. First, let's set the scene. Imagine you're in charge of a massive organization, and your job is to manage every penny that gets spent. Office supplies, vendor contracts, materials. It all flows through your desk. Now, how do you make sure you're spending efficiently? How do you spot trends or avoid overpaying? That's where Coupa's AI-driven spend forecasting comes in. So, what's the tech stack behind this wizardry? Coupa uses predictive analytics and machine learning to deliver accurate spend forecasts. It's like having a crystal ball, but instead of predicting the weather or who's going to win the next game, it's showing you exactly where your money is going and how you can manage it better. Their source to pay and business spend management frameworks are the foundation. And on top of that, they leverage cloud computing and advanced sourcing optimization tools. This isn't just procurement, it's procurement on steroids. Now, let's talk results. Coupa users are seeing a staggering 276% return on investment. Yes, you heard that right, over 2.5 times the value. But it doesn't stop there. Efficiency gains are cutting procurement cycles down significantly, enabling faster decisions and streamlined operations. It's like going from a rusty old bicycle to a sleek sports car. It just runs smoother. But here's where things get really interesting, the non-financial benefits. AI isn't just about dollars and cents, it's also about making life easier for everyone involved. By enhancing compliance measures and improving risk management, Coupa is fostering a more secure procurement environment. And let's not forget about supplier performance. With AI-driven insights, organizations are strengthening supplier relationships, promoting better collaboration, and, most importantly, getting the best value out of every deal. Now, you might be wondering, how does this apply to me? Well, even if procurement isn't your field, there's a huge takeaway here. AI is all about creating clarity and driving smarter decisions. Whether it's managing finances, improving operations, or just helping you see the bigger picture, these tools are designed to make your job easier and more impactful. So next time you think about procurement, don't just picture stacks of invoices or endless meetings with vendors. Picture a cutting-edge system that works smarter, not harder, giving you the insights you need to drive success. And maybe, just maybe, it's time to think about how AI could streamline your own processes no matter what industry you're in. IT operations, but in Microsoft style. And trust me, this is a game changer. Imagine your IT systems as a well-oiled machine where every cog, every gear is working perfectly. But what happens when something starts to falter? Do you wait until it breaks down completely, or do you take a proactive approach? Microsoft's predictive maintenance is the ultimate answer to this age-old dilemma. Let's dig in. First off, let's talk about AI models for anomaly detection. Think of these models like having a superpower. the ability to spot tiny cracks before they become gaping holes. They use advanced algorithms to identify irregularities in system performance, flagging potential issues before they escalate into full-blown disasters. It's like having a hyper-vigilant IT guardian watching over your systems 24/7. And the secret sauce behind all this? The technology stack. Microsoft's approach leverages Azure AI to integrate multimodal data inputs for comprehensive analysis. Add to that tools like AI chatbots and real-time monitoring platforms, and you've got an ecosystem that doesn't just react to problems, it anticipates them. This is IT on a whole new level of sophistication. Now, let's break down the numbers. Financially, this has been a massive win. Companies implementing these tools have seen a 20% reduction in IT support costs. Think about that. Nearly a quarter of your IT budget freed up for other innovations, and it doesn't stop there. System uptime has increased by 15%, ensuring services are reliable and available when you need them most. That's not just cost saving, that's business transforming. But the impact goes beyond finances. Non-financial benefits? Oh, they're big. With streamlined operations and reduced downtime, employee productivity shoots through the roof. Nobody wants to spend hours dealing with glitches or system failures, right? This proactive issue resolution improves satisfaction not just for IT teams, but for everyone relying on smooth systems to get their work done. And here's the kicker: strategic importance. Microsoft's predictive maintenance isn't just about avoiding breakdowns. It's about transforming IT into a driver of innovation and operational excellence. It positions organizations to stay ahead of the curve, leveraging technology, not just to maintain, but to lead. So, what's the takeaway here? Whether you're managing a massive IT infrastructure or just trying to keep your systems running smoothly, the power of predictive maintenance can't be overstated. It's not just about fixing problems, it's about preventing them entirely. And that, my friends, is how you go from being reactive to truly proactive. Microsoft isn't just showing us the way, they're paving the road for IT excellence. And if they can do it, so can you. Ready to rethink how IT works for you? Yeehaw, everyone. We've reached Salesforce, one of the most exciting names in the sales game. And let me just say it up front. If you're in sales and you're not looking into predictive analytics, you're leaving money on the table. I mean, this is like having a crystal ball for your customer base. Buy it now. It's that good. Let's break it down. Technology stack. Salesforce is leveraging AI models powered by predictive analytics to analyze customer interactions and market trends. It's like having a personal sales assistant who not only remembers your customers, but knows what they're going to want next. And at the heart of it all, Salesforce Einstein. Yep, they named it after the genius himself, because honestly, it's that smart. It integrates multimodal data processing to supercharge your sales strategies. Now let's talk financial impact. Salesforce's predictive analytics has helped businesses achieve a 15% revenue growth. Imagine the possibilities here. Enhanced targeting, personalized engagement. It's not just selling anymore, it's connecting. Oh, and it doesn't stop there. Sales cycle times reduced by 25%. That means deals are closing faster and resources are being used more effectively. Faster closes, happier teams, and more cash flow. What's not to love? But wait, there's more. The non-financial benefits are just as exciting. Predictive analytics enhances customer relationships like never before. You're not just meeting needs, you're anticipating them. That kind of proactive approach builds loyalty, trust, and satisfaction. Plus, it empowers sales teams with actionable insights in real time. Imagine making informed decisions on the fly and adapting strategies in the moment. That's next level sales. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to streamline sales processes and improve decision making? It's like turning your team into a Formula One pit crew, quick, efficient, and always on point. So, what's the bottom line here? Predictive analytics isn't just an upgrade, it's a revolution. It's about using data to not just understand your customers, but to truly connect with them in ways that drive both satisfaction and sales. Salesforce is showing us that the future of sales isn't just bright, it's glowing with opportunity. If you're ready to supercharge your sales process, don't wait. This is the kind of tool you don't just consider, you grab it with both hands, because let's be real, predictive analytics is the gift that keeps on giving. That was a sneak peek into AI agents in action. Pretty impressive, right? But hold on tight, because now we're diving into something even more exciting: commercial agentic AI tools. This is where the real magic happens for businesses looking to level up. Let me introduce you to two power players in the agentic AI world: Langgraph and CrewAI. These tools are like the superheroes of AI deployment. Each has its own strengths and missions, so let's explore what makes them incredible. First up, Langgraph. Designed for startups and established enterprises alike, this tool is perfect for those who need a custom-fit AI solution. It's got all the advanced features you'd expect: statefulness, which means it remembers every interaction, real-time data streaming, and even moderation loops to ensure top-notch content quality. Think of it as the Swiss Army knife for AI workflows. And if you've been struggling with integrating AI into your existing systems, Langgraph has got you covered. It's flexible, customizable, and just waiting to supercharge your operations. Now let's talk about CrewAI. This one's aimed at the big leagues. Fortune 500 companies and organizations with complex tasks to manage. What's brilliant about CrewAI is its no-code deployment. Yes, you heard me right. No coding required. It's like having a plug-and-play AI solution that's ready to tackle multi-agent tasks without breaking a sweat. Whether you're hosting it on-premise or in the cloud, CrewAI adapts seamlessly. And of course, it offers stellar support and maintenance to keep everything running smoothly. The best part? Both of these tools aren't just about flashy features, they're about delivering real results. From streamlining workflows to boosting efficiency and operational flexibility, these tools are changing the way businesses operate. So here's the takeaway. Whether you're a scrappy startup or a corporate titan, there's an AI solution tailored for you. Langgraph and CrewAI are here to make sure your journey into the AI world is not just successful but transformational. Ready to learn more? Let's keep this momentum going, because there's even more agentic AI goodness waiting for you. Okay, folks, that was a sneak peek into AI agents in action. Pretty impressive, right? But hold on tight, because now we're diving into something even more exciting: commercial agentic AI tools. This is where the real magic happens for businesses looking to level up. Let me introduce you to two power players in the agentic AI world: Langgraph and CrewAI. These tools are like the superheroes of AI deployment. Each has its own strengths and missions, so let's explore what makes them incredible. Let me introduce you to the rebels of the agentic AI universe: AutoGen and AutoGPT. First up, AutoGen. Think of this as the playground for developers and researchers. It's all about collaboration, allowing multiple AI agents to cooperate and tackle tasks together. Imagine building an entire AI-driven ecosystem that works in harmony to solve complex challenges. Plus, AutoGen's human-in-the-loop processes ensure that you stay in control while still getting the best of automation. Whether you're experimenting or innovating, AutoGen encourages community-driven creativity, making it the ultimate choice for those who love to tinker and push boundaries. Now, on to AutoGPT. If AutoGen is for the builders, AutoGPT is for the execution masters. Leveraging GPT-4 architecture, AutoGPT is like your personal assistant that can think, plan, and execute autonomously. It's not just about getting things done, it's about doing them intelligently across diverse domains. Whether you're managing tasks, handling code execution, or navigating the internet for insights, AutoGPT is your go-to for advanced AI solutions. And the best part, it's backed by a strong community that's always iterating and improving the framework. Here's the thing. Both tools are open source, which means they're accessible, adaptable, and evolving every day. They empower users to break free from traditional constraints and truly innovate. It's like stepping into a lab where the possibilities are endless. So, whether you're a researcher, developer, or simply an AI enthusiast, these tools let you take charge of the future. Ready to start experimenting? Let's keep the momentum going, because the next step is about building something extraordinary. Welcome to Formulating a Generative AI Strategy. Think of this as your blueprint for success. If you're wondering, where do I even start with all this AI hype? Don't worry. You're about to get a step-by-step guide that turns ideas into impact. Here's the first big question to ask yourself. What do I want to achieve with generative AI? Think about your end game. Are you aiming to cut costs, boost revenue, revolutionize your customer experience? Maybe you want to gain a competitive edge in your industry. Whatever it is, clarity is key. If you don't have a clear target, implementing AI is like shooting darts in the dark. Pro. Tip: write down your objectives and make them measurable. For example, increase operational efficiency by 20% within the next 12 months. Clarity isn't just helpful, it's essential. Okay, let's say you've nailed down your objectives. Now ask yourself, do these align with my organization's broader business goals? It's easy to get swept up in the shiny possibilities of AI, but remember, it's a tool, not magic. Your AI projects should always support your overarching strategy, whether it's scaling operations, dominating a market segment, or building long-term customer loyalty. Ask yourself, how will this AI project contribute to the company's vision? What pain points are we solving? And how does this add value to our customers? Let's talk power moves. If you want your AI initiative to succeed, you need buy-in from the top. Here's a question that trips up a lot of teams. Who is going to champion this within the C-suite? Without executive sponsorship, your AI projects could be dead in the water before they even take off. What you should do: get a top-level leader on board who sees the vision and can allocate the necessary resources. Highlight the ROI. Talk in numbers. Executives love numbers. Show them how AI can boost revenue, reduce costs, or drive innovation. This is where you start asking the fun questions. Where can AI create the most bang for the buck? It's time to focus on high-impact use cases, projects that will quickly show value. Is it automating time-consuming tasks, personalizing customer experiences, or maybe predicting demand to optimize your supply chain? What to ask? What's the low-hanging fruit? What pain points could AI solve with minimal disruption? Which areas of the business are most ready for AI adoption? And finally, this is where teamwork makes the dream work. AI isn't a solo act. It's an orchestra. You need buy-in from stakeholders across the board. Here's the big question. Who are the key players I need to involve? Engage executives, department heads, IT, legal, and even end users. Tips to engage stakeholders. Frame the narrative. Show them what's in it for them. How will AI make their jobs easier, faster, or more effective? Build excitement. AI is transformative. Make them feel part of something groundbreaking. Before we move on, let me leave you with some key questions to ponder. What does success look like for your generative AI initiative? Who are the decision makers you need on board to ensure this strategy works? What's your timeline for delivering results, and how will you measure them? The answers to these questions will be your North Star as you embark on your generative AI journey. But remember, this isn't just about tech, it's about transforming your business. Let's keep building your AI roadmap. Ready? Let's move to the next step. Let's talk about what it takes to build a roadmap for AI capabilities in your business. This isn't just about diving into AI for the sake of it. It's about ensuring you're building something sustainable, scalable, and impactful. Before you take a single step forward, you need to ask, is your current technology ready to support AI? Think of it like renovating a house. You don't start painting the walls if the foundation is cracked. Here's where you start. Scalability. Can your infrastructure grow as your AI demands grow? Security. Is your data protected? Remember, AI adds new layers of complexity, and with that comes new vulnerabilities. Tools. Are you working with up-to-date technology, or are you running on legacy systems that slow everything down? You need a clear picture of what's working, what's outdated, and where you're vulnerable. From there, it's about closing those gaps strategically, not all at once. This is where the real decision-making begins. You have two big choices to make. Commercial platforms. These are pre-built, quick to implement, and often come with strong support systems. Perfect if you want to move fast and don't need heavy customization. Open source platforms. These give you complete control and flexibility, but they require technical expertise. If you've got a strong internal team, this can be a great long-term play. Which one is right for you depends on your goals, your budget, and the talent you have on hand. A commercial platform might get you moving faster, but an open source one could grow with you in a way that's more tailored. Let me be clear. Data is the fuel of AI. If your data is messy, inconsistent, or incomplete, your AI results will reflect that. Garbage in, garbage out. Here's what you need to do. Clean your data. No duplicates, no errors, no outdated information. This is non-negotiable. Diversify your data. If you want your AI to perform well, it needs a variety of inputs, numbers, text, images, you name it. Set processes. Data isn't static. You need systems in place to keep it updated, consistent, and accessible over time. The work you do here directly impacts how well your AI performs later. Don't cut corners. Think of this roadmap as your guide to avoid the pitfalls that others have already encountered. Companies that rush into AI without thinking about infrastructure, platforms, or data readiness often waste time, money, and energy. But those who plan, they don't just survive, they thrive. Here's something to reflect on. Is your current infrastructure really ready to handle AI? Do you know whether you'll go with a commercial or open source platform? Are you confident your data is clean, complete, and ready to fuel AI systems? These aren't just theoretical questions. They're the decisions that will define whether your AI journey leads to success or frustration. Take the time to get it right. When you're ready, we'll get into how to take these plans and actually implement them effectively. Let's keep building the foundation for your success. Welcome to the new era of video creation with Jog AI. Simply type your script to get started. When it comes to implementing Agentic AI successfully, it's all about taking things step by step. You don't want to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. You need a strategy that's thoughtful and deliberate. Start small with pilot projects. These are your safe spaces to experiment, to figure out what works and what doesn't, without risking the stability of your entire operation. Once you've proven the concept, you scale up gradually. No rushing into the deep end. A big part of making this transition smooth is ensuring everyone is on board. That means providing your team with the right support and training. Let's be real. AI can feel intimidating. You're asking people to embrace technology that's likely very different from what they're used to. So you invest in teaching them, building their confidence, and showing them how this technology makes their jobs easier, not harder. When people understand the tools, they're far more likely to use them effectively. And don't forget, AI isn't something you set up once and forget about. It requires ongoing monitoring and optimization. Think of it like maintaining a car. You've got to check the engine, refill the oil, and make sure everything is running smoothly. That's how you get peak performance. You track the results, tweak the systems, and constantly look for ways to make things even better. Then there's the question of ethics. AI can be a powerful tool, but it's only as good as the rules you set for it. You've got to make sure your implementation is fair, transparent, and accountable. That means thinking about biases, compliance with regulations, and making decisions that build trust, not just within your team, but with your customers too. And of course, security has to be a top priority. AI runs on data, and that data is often sensitive. You need rock-solid systems to protect it and ensure you're staying compliant with all the relevant laws and standards. It's not just about avoiding risks. It's about building a foundation of trust and reliability that supports everything you do. So as you think about how to bring agentic AI into your organization, ask yourself this: are we moving deliberately or are we rushing? Have we trained our team to truly embrace this shift? Are we paying attention to the long-term impact, not just on our systems, but on the people who rely on them? When you approach AI with this level of care, the rewards are massive. It's about laying the groundwork for success, not just today, but for years to come. Maximizing ROI from AI investments isn't just about the tech, it's about how you approach the entire process. First and foremost, everything starts with understanding your customer. Think about it. If you're building solutions that don't address real customer needs, you're already off course. Engaging with your customers, gathering feedback, and tailoring your AI to improve their experience is the first step to ensuring your investment actually pays off. Now, before jumping in, take the time to do your homework. Thorough research is key. The market is filled with AI solutions, and not all of them will fit your business needs. What's their scalability? How do they integrate into your current systems? Are they cost effective? It's like choosing the right tool for the job. Grab the wrong one, and suddenly everything becomes harder. Next up, start small. Pilot projects aren't just a safety net, they're your chance to learn, adjust, and adapt without taking unnecessary risks. Think of them as your AI training wheels. Once you've got the balance, you can scale up with confidence, and this is important, don't rush. Cutting corners or skipping steps can lead to wasted resources and frustration. AI is transformative, but only if it's implemented thoughtfully. Then there's the ongoing work, monitoring and iterating. AI is not a set it and forget it solution. Regularly measure performance, adjust your strategy, and use data insights to refine your approach. Think of it as a cycle. Deploy, learn, improve, repeat. This continuous improvement is where the real value of AI shines. And finally, avoid the temptation to dive in without a clear plan. Rushed implementations almost always result in disappointment. Instead, ask yourself, are we prepared? Do we have the right strategy? Is the team aligned on goals and expectations? AI success doesn't come from the fastest implementation. It comes from the smartest one. By keeping your focus on the customer, doing your research, starting small, and committing to ongoing improvement, you're setting yourself up for a solid return on your AI investment. It's not just about the technology, it's about the thought and care behind how you use it. Agentic AI has the power to transform how organizations and governments operate. Let's talk about efficiency first. Imagine automating those repetitive, mundane tasks that take up valuable time. With AI stepping in, resources are freed up for more strategic work. It's not just about saving time, it's about reallocating energy to where it really matters. This leads to streamlined processes, better service delivery, and ultimately a more efficient system. But efficiency isn't the only story here. AI enables applications that once seemed impossible. Governments can use it to optimize traffic flow, enhance public safety, or even stabilize economies by managing complex systems. Organizations, on the other hand, can target their efforts on solving specific problems that directly impact profitability or create a competitive edge in their industry. It's like having a tool tailored to your unique challenges, and that's where the magic happens. Of course, with transformation comes the need for a strategy. You don't just implement AI on a whim. You start small, build confidence, and scale up strategically. Adoption strategies are crucial here. It's about gaining trust and gradually expanding AI's role within your operations. You build an AI-first mindset, not just within leadership, but across the entire team. When done right, the impact isn't just transformative, it's lasting. Now, let's look at the financial side of things. By optimizing workflows, reducing errors, and automating costly processes, AI can significantly lower operational expenses. But it doesn't stop there. These efficiencies often lead to new revenue streams, creating a ripple effect that enhances overall performance. It's not just about cutting costs, it's about opening doors to opportunities you hadn't even considered before. And the future? It's nothing short of extraordinary. The economic impact of agentic AI is projected to be massive, with contributions to global GDP ranging from 2.6 trillion to 4.4 trillion annually by 2030. This isn't just about transforming single industries, it's about reshaping the entire global economy. It's clear that embracing this technology isn't optional, it's essential. So here's the big question. Are you ready to seize this moment? Are you prepared to harness the full potential of agentic AI, not just to improve your operations, but to truly innovate and lead in your space? The future isn't coming, it's already here. The question is, how will you step into it? As we wrap things up, let's take a moment to reflect on the strategic importance of agentic AI and what lies ahead. This technology isn't just another tool, it's a game changer. Organizations that embrace it can enhance their efficiency, make smarter decisions, and gain a serious competitive edge in an increasingly digital world. It's about staying ahead, not just keeping up. Now, looking forward, the potential is staggering. By 2030, agentic AI is expected to contribute somewhere between $2.6 trillion and $4.4 trillion annually to the global economy. Let that sink in for a moment. This isn't just a trend, it's a movement that's redefining how businesses and governments operate, innovate, and grow. The question isn't whether AI will shape the future, it's already doing that. The real question is, how will you position yourself or your organization to be part of this transformation? Will you lead the way or watch from the sidelines? Because the future of AI is being written right now, and it's waiting for leaders like you to take charge. This isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of a new chapter. What role will you play in it? Let's make it count.